Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good evening. We are from TEYL course class B and we are from group 3. Our topic today is creating technology-based learning media from IC book pronunciation. First of all, let me introduce our member today. Number 1, Alvira Rizka. Number 2, Arum Satria Pertiwi. Number 3, Shela Martika. Number 4, Amalia Maulidina. And the last, number 5, Dzaky Adi. And this is the main features of pronunciation. There are 4 subtopics or 4 explanations in our topic today. Number 1, the features of pronunciation. Number 2, the articulation of phonemes. Number 3, the manner of articulation. And the last, number 4, the place of articulation.
For the next part is the features of pronunciations. You can see in this PowerPoint the features of pronunciations which should be known when learning pronunciation are classified into two main parts. There are phonemes and suprasegmental features. However, phoneme, defined as the different sounds within a language, include vowel sounds and consonant sounds. Besides that, phonemes are also known as segments, whereas the feature of speech which generally apply to group of segments are called as suprasegmental features. The features are stress and intonations. You can see in here the table of the feature of English pronunciation, and from the table we can know that the types of or the feature of English pronunciation has two types. The first is segmental features and the second one is suprasegmental features. However, in segmental features, we can know about the phonemes or sounds different within a language, where phones or phonemes sound different within a language consist two types. The first is consonant sounds and the second one is vowel sounds, where in consonant sounds has two types. The first is voice and the second one is unvoiced. Besides that, in vowel sounds there are four parts. The first is single, the second one is diphthong, the third is short, and the last one is long. And also in suprasegmental features consists three parts. The first is linking, the second one is intonations, and the last one is stress. Where in stress consists two types. The first is sentence stress, and the second one is word stress. Okay, next is the list of English phonemes and example. You can see in this PowerPoint there are vowel, diphthongs, and consonants. So let's practice about the vowels. How we can to read the vowels first. E, bit, I, hit, U, book, U, food, left, about, E, shirt, O, call, head, run, far, talk. And the second one is diphthongs. A, cake, I, toy, I, hike, ear, beer, ear, fewer, a, where, all, go, out, house. And the next is consonant. P, pin, bin, t, to, d, do, k, cut, g, gut, ch, church, ch, shoot, fun, fun, thing, the, su, zoo, she, measure, hello, um, more, no, um, sing, uh, live, r, red, yeah, yes, w, would.
Here I will explain about suprasegmental features, the stress and intonation. First, the stress. Stress can be identified in word or sentences. The stress in word commonly can be identified through dictionaries. It can fall on the first, middle, or last syllables of word. As example, on the word syllabus, the stress is on the first syllable of word. And on the word banana, the stress is on the middle syllables of word. Then, on the word understand, the stress is on the last syllable of word. Second, intonation. Intonation can be analyzed and taught regarding speech. It can be shown by looking at the pitch of the voice, whether it goes up or down. The intonation pattern is shown by using an arrow. The example on the right is the first time a question is given by the speaker. The pitch of the voice starts relatively high and falls at the end. Where do you live? Where do you live? Then, the example on the left is the intonation when the question should be delivered again. The question have already been given, but the listener forgotten about it. Then the voice falls on the word where and rises again toward at the end of the question. Where do you live? Then about the articulation of phonemes, vowels and consonants. Vowels are produced when the air stream is voiced through the vibration of the vocal cord in the larynx, and then shaped using the tongue and the lips to modify the overall shape of the mouth. The position of the tongue is a useful reference point for describing the differences between vowel sounds. Then consonants. Consonants can be voiced or unvoiced. The articulation of p or b is effectively the same. The only difference being that the latter is voiced and the former is unvoiced. The term for fortis or strong and lenis or weak are sometimes used where fortis applies to unvoiced consonant sounds like p, and lenis describe the voiced sounds like b.
And next is the manner of articulation. The manner of articulation refers to the way the articulators are set so that the resonance effect is possible. We have 6 manner of articulation: plosive, affricate, fricative, nasal, lateral, and approximant. First, plosive. A complete closure is made somewhere in the vocal tract, and the soft palate is also raised. Air pressure increases behind the closure and is released explosively. Example, and 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 second, affricate. A complete closure is made somewhere in the mouth and the soft palate is raised. Air pressure increases behind the closure and is released more slowly and implosive. Example, ch and ch. And then fricative. When two vowel organs come close enough together for the movement of air between them to be heard. Example, and and then nasal. A closure is made by the lips or by the tongue, again the palate. The soft palate is lowered and air escapes through the nose. Example, mm, mm. And then lateral. A particle closure is made by the blade of the tongue, again the alveolar ridge, air able to flow around the nose. Example, around the tongue. Example, and the last, approximate. Vocal organs come near to each other. Example, Next is the place of articulation. The place of articulation is the description of the place where the obstruction in the vocal tract takes place. There are bilabial, labiodental, dental, alveolar, palatal-alveolar, palatal, velar, and glottal. Bilabial, using closing movement of both lips. Example, and then labiodental, using the lower lip and the upper teeth. Example, and then dental, the tongue tip is used either between the teeth and close to the upper teeth. Example, alveolar, the blade of the tongue is used close to the alveolar ridge. Example, and then palato-alveolar, the blade or tip of the tongue is used just behind the alveolar ridge. Example, and then palatal, the front of the tongue is raised close to the palate. Example, palate, the back of the tongue is used against soft palate. Example, and then glottal, the gap between the vocal cord is used to make the friction. Example,
Next, the summary of phrasing, manner, and place articulations. And as you can see on the screen, this is table of English consonant phonemes. The row is place of articulations and the column is manner of articulations. Then, pronunciation exercise. To test the student's understanding, you can ask your students to say the words or write the phonemes of the words to help them say the words in the correct way. Here are some exercises for pronunciation. And first question, write the correct phonemes. As a teacher, you give two column. This is first column for the word or questions, and the second column is for answer or phonemes. And to solve problem like first questions, the students can open the dictionary or translate or something. While to solve the second questions like screen in the screen, the student must be focused on the audio and decide which word in the question option is most similar to what they hear, so they can find the correct answer. So guys, that's enough the presentation from our group. More or less we apologize profusely. The last say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.